A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On the move past the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. He finds his target, Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Falcons 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Falcons at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Herbert off of play action. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Flushed out right. What a catch by London. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brady now to throw. And caught by London. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
This pass is caught by London. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll run with Patterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That throw by Brady incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Now Younghoe Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. The 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Brady. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Drake London, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Herbert throwing again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From midfield, here's Brady. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The final shot before half for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now this time, Brady will throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle with Eckler. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Brady's throw into the hands of Pitts here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 22. Eckler, touchdown, Chargers. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. On play action, now Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Brady now on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Brady.
Hitting London coming across the field.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Brady's going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Brady now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Eckler, they run left side. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And Allen's got it. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 36 yards. And the Chargers will add to their fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Falcons take over first down 10. Their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they're in a big fourth quarter hole. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd down and 7. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60 as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So, for the Chargers,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pointers. Yeah, homies got me pointers. We get awards, but we got the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.